We are doing it. I'm so happy you're here. So we are going to need 2 tennis balls, 2 blocks, and I'm always threatening to use a bungee or any kind of belt, and I always forget or leave it out. So we'll really try today. A bungee cord. Let's start kneeling down. Take some deep breaths. I'm gonna do 5 deep breaths. And take 1 deep breath in and suck in as much as you can at the top. Exhale completely, and when you think you can't breathe in anymore, breathe in a little bit more, okay? So exhale, and then inhale. A little bit more. Pause. Exhale. Exhale, completely let go a little bit more than you think you can. And we'll do that 2 more rounds, okay? So if it's bothering you to sit on your heels, you can sit on the block, or, put the flat is nice. And the breath in. A little bit more. Pause. Exhale, completely breathe out more than you think you can. And get empty, completely empty, and then breathe in. A little more. And let it go. Let's tuck our hips and reach your arms forward. Tuck your hips, bring your chin to your chest. Tuck your tailbone, I should say. Bring your chin to your chest and really round through your back. This is a lazy cat. How's that? Lazy cat. Seated cat. And then inhale. Hands on your legs, chest forward. Head back, and let's just do some of these. And inhale through. And inhale round. Inhale through. Exhale round. Let's interlace our hands, take them over to the right. Keep tucking your chin, tucking your tailbone. Center. And then left. Excellent. Center. Okay, I'm gonna move the block. I'm gonna sit to the left of my heels. And I'm going to bend over my right palm. Take the left arm over my head. Maybe make some push the back with my left hand. Just reach back, maybe little pulses. 4. Look at the ceiling, breathe. Back a little more, and then go all the way around. Switch the legs, so you're sitting to the right of your heels, right arm comes up. Right arm goes over your head, alongside your ear. Right arm reaches back, thumb is reaching back, creating space. Let's go all the way around. Let's come to child's pose. Child's pose, press into your fingertips. It would be nice too if you separate your knees and your toes are touching. Rest your chest down. Rest the crown of your head down. Make tense with your fingers. Bring the chin up. Look up a little bit. Lean over to your right. Maybe put your head on your arm. Lean over to your left. Put your head on your arm. Bring your chin to the ground. Move fingertips. Tuck your chin to your chest, rest on your forehead. Let's take this all the way up. Bring your knees together. Clasp your hands behind your back. Maybe clasp your hands behind your back and reach your hips towards the earth. A little self-adjustment there. And then hold on to your heels. Top of the head, the crown of the head is on the floor for rabbit pose. Rolling over your head. Just lengthening out the neck from the neck to your heels. And let it go back to normal. And come maybe towards a seated pose. Let's take our hands over to the right. Walk your hand to the right. Right hand to the right. Left hand. If you just hang out by your left, take your left ear towards your left shoulder. Breathe. If there's a knot, if there's some tension living into your neck, find the spot. Maybe move your head back and forth. Find where it lives and breathe into it. Take your left hand, rest it over your head. Take your right hand on your right shoulder. Look over, look down, and look up. Relax your hands and let your head come to now natural above your neck. And walk your left hands out to your left. Take your right ear towards your right shoulder. Breathe. Find where the tension is in your neck. Take your right hand over your ear. Left hand, well, maybe just wait here for a few breaths, actually. Don't rush this. It's the neck. We're gentle. We're not pressing down on our head. We're just resting our hand on our head. Left hand to your left shoulder. Breathing. And release. Excellent. Some circles with your neck. Look over your left shoulder, look over your right shoulder. Let's walk your hands down over your legs. Walk your arms back. Let's take a twist. Right hand right behind you, left hand on your left foot. Nice strong spine, straight spine. Imagine a white light from the crown of your head up your tailbone, lighting up each vertebra. Let's switch legs. Other leg is in front. Let's take our left hand behind and look over the left shoulder. Nice straight spine. And let's fold over our legs. If you can't reach the ground and you want to come onto your elbows, perfectly fine. If you're breathing into the hips, you're getting a stretch. It doesn't matter how far you get close to the ground. Everyone has a challenge somewhere in yoga. Yoga meets you where you are. So just celebrate the small millimeters of the breaths, the opening, the graduals. Celebrate that you're on your mat and you're showing up for your practice. So if it's wobbly, if you fall, you're learning. That's how you learn. You learn from wobbling, you learn from falling. Strength is built in the transitions. And know that each time you come to your mat, you are a little bit stronger and you are wiser because you learned something about yourself. So let's take that kind of attitude into the practice and we'll begin our practice. Let's just begin in forward fold. Let your head go. Let it go completely. You can bend your legs as much as you need to relax your chest, your neck, your shoulders, and then gradually maybe work your legs towards straight. You can stay holding your elbows. I always like to go for an extra stretch here for my forearms and my wrists as I put the backs of my hands on the ground. Wherever you're comfortable and you're breathing, and you know you're not holding any tension in your neck. You're doing yoga, so just be you, just do you. You're right where you're supposed to be. Let's roll up one vertebra at a time. Bring your hands all the way up. Open your heart at the top. Arms are wide. Make an offering of your heart. Breathe in. Belly squeezing in. Hips are squeezing forward. Breathe. And then exhale. Fold arms down by your sides. Flat back all the way down. Let your head go again. Inhale. Look up halfway. Straighten your spine, reach. You can reach your arms further than you usually land on to make a nice long side stretch. And then fold over your legs again. And inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Set an intention if you have not already. If you do not have an intention, may I offer you mine? Mine is always usually to just get out of my own way. Be the person I'm created to be. Let's ask for the divine guidance. Let's bring our arms up in the air. I'm going to lift to see what's up. Arms up in the air. Right knee to your chest. Maybe wiggle, rotate your ankles out. Maybe the other way. And put it down. Left knee into your chest. Rotate your ankle. And the other way. Put it down. There's just some balancing poses here. This is to really help the balance. So you're grounding down through your left foot. Make sure all four corners of the feet are grounding into the other. So pick up your right leg. It doesn't have to be a lot. Make circles with your right leg. And make circles to the right. And make circles to the side. Excellent. Oof. Circles to the front, towards the front, kind of at an angle, towards the corner of the room, and back to the front. Excellent. Oof. And let's go the other way. And put it down. Beautiful. Bring our hands up. Actually, back to the left. So left leg out to the left leg is in front of you. Make circles with the left foot. Go over to the right, making circles with the right foot. Left foot to the right. Okay, This is my left foot, I'm circling out to the left, and now I'm going to the left side of the room, circling there. Circling to the front. Circling the front. Excellent. Let's begin. Arms up in the air. Left knee to your chest. Open up to the side. Let's step into a goddess pose. This is goddess pose. Take our hands to our knees. Right shoulder down, look over your left shoulder. Left shoulder down, look over your right shoulder. Come back into goddess pose. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Open up into warrior two, right side. Breathe. Let's reverse. Peaceful warrior. Let's take a side, modified side angle, right elbow on left, right knee. Left arm over your ear. Breathe. Let's straighten this up into a reverse triangle. So first, right knee's bent, right arm is reaching up, side stretch. And then straighten your right leg out, and then bring your right leg down back. Triangle, reverse triangle. Look at your back foot. Now let's reach over for a triangle. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. If you need to, heel toe your back foot in for stability. Go ahead. Keep reaching over the right leg. Wherever your hand falls, it's where it lands. Stretching in every direction, breathe. Bend the right leg. Take the right hand about a foot in front of it. We are going to do a Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Breathe. Open. If you can look at the wall you're facing, the side wall, breathe. You want to challenge yourself, look at the ceiling. Keep the back leg active. And then step your feet together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Let it all go. Inhale all the way up, flat back. Right knee into your chest. Right knee up to the right. Step into a goddess pose. Straighten your arms and your legs. Open up into warrior two over the left hand. Peaceful warrior. Modified side angle. Left leg is still bent. Okay, you need to right arm down the right leg, left arm comes to the ceiling. Creating space for your reverse triangle. Reverse your triangle. Now, heel toe your right foot in as you reach over the left leg for the triangle. Lift up both sides of your waist. Lengthen on the inhale, lengthen your spine, and then twist on the exhale. If you can, look at your hand. If it does not bother your neck, look at your right hand. If it bothers your neck, you can look at the wall you're facing. Bring your head a little bit behind to line up with your hip. Tuck in your left hip. Reach in every direction. Doesn't matter where your left arm falls. You could even float it if you like. And then let's take a Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So bending the left leg, reach the left hand in front of it. Step forward, breathe. Let's take a step the right leg back. Let's take a folded pyramid pose. Extended pyramid pose. Folding over the knee. Come back to a downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out. Step the right leg up for the pyramid on the opposite side. leg is forward. The right leg sweeps the sky. The right leg down where the left leg is, and the left leg sweeps the sky. And put the left leg where the right leg is. Now let's put the left foot in the middle of the mat. I'm going to the edge of the outer right foot. This is a modified side angle. Breathe. Let's take, you can take this in one step or two, come light on the toes. Grounding into the right outer ankle. You can come up and to take your foot back into a wild thing. Breathe. Let's go back into the, holding onto the edge, we are going to go through a side plank. Take the left foot, if you can, slowly to the front, bring your left arm back. We are in side. Take the left hand forward. We are in a half moon pose. We've been here before. If you want to bend the right leg for sugar cane, bend the right leg, push away from you, breathe. Right leg is back. Right leg meets the front. Fold over your legs. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, inhale, heart opens, back bend, inhale. Squeeze your hips forward, belly in, breathe. Exhale. Now let's fold all the way down to the flat back. Step our left leg back. Let's take a right leg to the right. This is modified side plank. Let's take our right leg over behind us for wild thing. Breathe. Let's go back to side plank. Let's come really light. Come light on the toes even. You are really grounded into the right heel. Outer edge of the left foot. You're light on the right toes. You're coming strong on the outer edge of the left foot. We're going to reach the right leg. Send the right arm back. See if you can find side ankle on the way to your runner's lunge. Take your right hand forward and then reach into a Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Breathe. You can bend the left leg if you like. Send the left leg away for the sugar cane pose. Back. Let's take the triangle. Not triangle, I'm sorry. Pyramid pose, extended pyramid pose. Breathe. Let's walk around to the front of the mat, the center of the mat. Let's take hammock. Walk your hands out. Press your fingertips into the ground. You're probably off your mat, that's good. Bring your hips back, reach your hips back. Let your neck go. Bend the knees, come into a goddess pose. Straighten arms, straighten the legs. We'll look to the back of the room for a warrior two. And rotate your arms, make circles with your fists, your wrists. Go the other way. Arms out. Let's reverse. Let's take side angle modified. If you want to go all the way to the floor, take the side angle. Full. Breathe. Cover the arms up for a offering, and then straighten the left leg for a reverse triangle. Right arm arms straight, my left leg straight, head is reaching back. Breathe. Let's frame the left foot. Let's walk around to the goddess pose here in the center again. Breathe. Arms and legs are straight. Look over to the front of your mat. Warrior two, breathe. Circle your hands the other way. The other way. And then reverse. Or reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. Right elbow on the right. This is modified side plank. You're trying to go all the way down. Press your shoulder against your knee, knee against your shoulder. Pull everything to the center. Put your left arm up. From here, we are going to do a pistol squat. So let's face the right knee. Let's send the left leg through. Pistol squat, right? Let's come forward onto the left foot, right knee. Runner's lunge. Back. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Let's walk, pivot all around the back of the mat. Take a pistol squat with the right leg is bent and the left leg goes through. Now we're going to shift our weight forward, so we're in that lunge. And come into a lunge over. Squeeze your butt cheek to the left. Let your hips fall. Open the heart. And frame the foot and fold over the foot for the half Hanumanasana. Let's just come to a table. I promised you some bungee cords several weeks now in a row, so let's get that ready. Let's start to really take the next level of opening up our hip flexors. So right leg comes forward. Sink into it. Squeeze your left butt cheek forward. Let your hips fall. Even as your hips are falling, your pelvic floor is engaged. You are ever present with the bandhas and the breath, making the practice internal. Breathe. Your bandha is your root lock, sending the energy upward through the spine. Gauge the pelvis floor is lifted. That's how you get your lift in any arm balances, any floats. Breathe. Let's take out the 3-part back bend. Hands to your heart. Head back. Hips squeeze forward. Butt squeezes to a bust. Arms come straight to the ceiling. Arms go straight over your head. Thumbs come towards your foot behind you. And that's a release, slowly. Fold over, half Hanumanasana, folding over the right leg, take your blocks forward. Let your head fall. Let go completely. Come back to a table. You can actually clear this out with the vinyasa. So I do like vinyasa on blocks. I feel that it really opens up the chest and back. So take a plank, gaze is forward, chin is forward even, belly's in. Up to the tops of your toes, your gaze is forward as you lower down in chaturanga. Upward facing dog, heart opens. Hips through, exhale, downward facing dog, breathe in. Left leg sweeps the sky. Send the left leg through. Button on the right knee. Opposite hip flexor, hands by your sides. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Let hips drop. You can stay here as long as you need to. If you really feel that you need the opening here, pause me if I'm going too fast. Come back to me. Breathe. Or not. It's your practice. Let's take that 3 parts. Hands to our hearts, head back. Heart lifts. Belly in. Hips forward. Hands to the ceiling. Hands back to behind your head. Keep lifting your heart as you're reaching back. And then surrender. Breathe. Couple more breaths. Stretch the left leg forward. Half Hanumanasana, fold over the left leg. Come back to the tabletop. Let's take a puppy pose. Hands are a block in front of you, maybe 2 blocks, depending on what you want to do. Thumbs are touching. Release your chest to the floor or forehead to the floor. First, forehead to the floor first is very good. Chin up. If you can, you don't have to have your chest or your chin on the ground. Look up. Or rest your forehead on the ground, whatever you want to do. Let's press into our hands. Walk our knees forward. Keep the blocks where they are for right under your rib cage. You can come into a Sphinx pose, or you can use 1 block or no blocks. You can have your hips, your elbows right in front of you on the floor. Breathe. Heart opening. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your legs. Feel how that changes the posture. And press your knees, press your elbows. Keep your hands on the block, around your spine. Hips are forward. Okay, let's do some more. Hip flexors. So, right leg steps forward. Holding on to both sides, just gonna hang out here again for a little bit. Take the right hand out to the right and take your left arm up, reach over, reach around. Let's bring our hips forward as you reach around. Let's see if you can actually come to the floor behind you and reach your left arm up, right arm up, and then right arm over. Let's just go around. Make a circle. Reach right arm to the sleepy hand to the foot. Reach back, hips forward, and then back to the blocks. Sink hips forward, squeeze your butt cheek on the left. Let's take our left knee under block. If this is too intense for you, you can just stay there, cushion up with a pillow or something, so it's not, you might be on the knee for a little bit more than is comfortable. So you want to have a nice, good amount of padding under your knee. All the way down, reach it back. Hips are reaching forward. Take the back bend. Now see if you can bend that left knee. Take the bungee cord or belt, wrap it around the foot. Reach over. If you have the clasp, where you can just clasp your foot with your hand and then reach over here. Take the pigeon. Take the king pigeon if you have it. Breathe. If you don't have it, stay with me. Breathe. Release your hips. Bring your arm back, foot back. And bring your arm forward, foot forward. Arm back. Oh, breathe. Open up. And then release. Let it go. Excellent. Fold over the right leg. Let's move the blocks out of the way. We have been here before. Let's take a split pose. So, just folding over the legs. I always have a block. Feel free if you are using the angle of your block for a little hamstring release here. The top of the hamstring attachments. I use a block sometimes, but I really love the tennis ball there for that. Opening. You can bend the left leg, bend the left leg. You can hold the left leg. You don't have to. Come straight up. And let's come back to the table. Shake your butt, look over the right shoulder, swing your hips to the right. Go over your left shoulder, swing your hips to the left. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Let's get a little freaky with this. Let's go forward. Just looking over the shoulders. To a cobra. Maybe take seal. All the arms up to the top of the mat. Shoulders can be right up by your ears. The only time, well, that's not true. It's a great time for your shoulders by your ears, though. Stretch out the front of your body. Back bends. Heart openers. Seal pose. And hips. Knees press in and come back. You get to do the other side. Round your back for cat. Come to your fingertips. Let's take the hands in blocks. Take the left foot forward. I'm gonna hang on here again. Left leg is forward. Hips are sinking down. Right butt cheek is squeezing. The left arm, let's fold over to the right. Go back and forth to the side here. Opening the heart, lifting up, reaching around, hold onto the block, take your right arm up. And reach your right arm back. Reach over, what time is it, baby?
It's 4:47.
Okay. Tell them 5 o'clock. Jaw, reach back. And then let's fold over the left leg. Let it go. You take a block, put it under the right knee. Bring your hips forward. You can hang out here if you need to, as much as you need to. Pause me if you need to. Bend the right leg if you can. The bungee cord. Bungee cord. Folding the right leg. I'm going to take the cord or the belt around my foot, holding on, lifting the foot in the block, and then coming in for a king pigeon, or unless you have the grip, you can take the king pigeon with your hands. I like to use this cord to reach my foot away. Sink my hips down, lift my heart up, breathe. Snap, crackle, pop. Excellent, good. One more time. Release the cord, release over the right leg, release the block, fold over the left leg. Bring your hips forward and back to release, getting ready for the split. Fold over the legs. And kind of release you can get through the attachments at your ischial tuberosity bone and your hamstring attachments. Breathe. And let's let that go. That was awfully deep back bend. I am ready to wrap this up. So let's come into a your feet are on sides of the mat and your knees are bringing your knees together. Swing our knees and hug them into our chest. Let's make circles with our knees, massaging out the tailbone. Let's drop our knees to the left and look over the right shoulder. Take your left hand and push into your right hip. Bring that legs over to the right. Let's bring our hip to the wall if you're facing, the front wall. Let's come back. We're going to take 3 back bends here. You can start with a bridge, or you can start with an assisted bridge, which would be just have a block under your hips, maybe the rectangular way. Actually, it should be right under your sacrum, so your sacrum should be right on top of it. Take your left knee into your chest. I'm counting this as one back bend. And bring it into your chest. And back. Let's take bring your knees towards each other. Press into the heels. Reach your chin, your neck should be neutral. So your chin is not tucked into your chest at all. Pressing into your arms, lifting your hips up for bridge pose, breathe. And now keep your hands tightly clasped and let your hips rest on your forearms. Straighten your legs out, get a nice forearm release, massage, compression. Feel your heart beating. Remember your gratitude list, 3 things you're grateful for. It's going to give you a lot of energy, your heart lift you, the heart beating, and it's going to give you some energy. So let's use that for that back bend. So fingers facing your shoulders, or you can do a bridge just like we did last time. If you're not up for a back bend, if you're up for a back bend, Come to the top of the head, breathe in. Walk your hands a little closer to your ears. Exhale, inhale, come all the way up. Just keep pushing your chest forward through your arms. Look at the mat behind you, underneath you. Keep looking at the mat. Maybe you could rock back and forth. Maybe you could walk your hands closer to your legs. Press into your heels, press into your toes. Feel the difference. Keep looking at your mat. Keep bringing your chest through. One more breath. Tuck your chin, relax your head all the way down. Excellent. Resting, constructive rest for breath. It's like Shavasana. So let yourself go completely. Let yourself sink into the floor. Make space. Let your body take up space on the mat. See our hands over our head. Let's reach our heels. If you have more time to stay, I really recommend a longer Shavasana. And roll over to your side. If yoga is about self-care, Shavasana is imperative. You just get to bake. It's like you're just roasting in all of the energy you moved and created in your body. Made space so spirit can move through you. Holy Spirit's always welcome here. Holy Spirit, help us to release the past. Help us to detach from the future and to be right here. Thank you so much for coming. Please like and subscribe and make sure that you have a wonderful day. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be brilliant and radiant and abundant and grateful, because that's how you were made to be.